Hey guys, it's the Ramos Online here, and before we start today's video, I need to correct myself from my previous video which starred Gothorita in my live commentary video. I was live commentating, so I didn't have easy access to information in front of me, and as a result I made a mistake in saying that Gothorita, and Gothorita's hidden ability, Shadow Tag, was limited to a Generation 5 only event Gothorita. That was the case until Generation 6 gave us Friend Safaris, and I wasn't actually aware that Gothorita appeared in the Psychic type Friend Safari. So it is an ability you can now get quite freely, but still, yeah. So, on with today's video. So, on with the battle. I'm using a modified version of the Trick Room team that I was running in the live commentary video, and for some reason the footage kind of freezes there, but it does come back. Yeah, there it is. So I lead with Azumaril and Gothorita, who is holding an eviolite. Turns out Gothorita with eviolite is far tankier than Gothorita, so yeah. Kangaskhan does go straight for the Mega Evolution, no reason not to go for that. And it is going to straight up fake out my Azumaril. Judging from the damage it does from this fake out, I think it might be an Adamant Kangaskhan. And this Meowstic is also going to get the fake out onto my Gothorita. Not sure why, I guess that would have broken any focus sashes, but you know, Gothorita isn't exactly someone who'd have focus sash. So he is going to go for the charm onto the Azumaril. Not that it matters because he is going to go for the return and completely destroy my Azumaril. My hope was that Azumaril would hang on and I'd get off a superpower onto the Kangaskhan. But I am not worried about losing Azumaril because it does mean I get off a Trick Room while Gothorita stays relatively healthy. So I bring in my Mawile here, who's obviously my Mega. And I am straight up expecting that Meowstic to try and charm my Mawile. So I go for the Mega Evolution straight away, just so I do have the boosted defense and stuff before anything happens. And I go for the Protect to eat up a Charm. And as you see, the Meowstic does go straight for the Charm, which goes right into the Protect, and I'm able to get a Taunt off onto the Meowstic, making it pretty useless. His Kangaskhan goes for the return, but he went for the double target into my Mawile there, so I got another free turn in. I go for the Dark Pulse onto the Meowstic to deal some damage to it, and the Iron Head onto the Kangaskhan to try and take it out. Doesn't quite finish it off. It does go for the Psyshock onto my Mawile, but it is not going to pick up the KO. Obviously not. Look how little damage that did. I mean, he's going to go for the return to my Mawile. He really doesn't have anything to hit my Mawile with. I'm not sure why he didn't switch out. Gothorita is going to go for the Heal Pulse here, and she's going first in the Trick Room because she is the slowest Pokemon in the field. I am going to get off my Iron Head onto the Meowstic with no problems there, and I think the Kangaskhan just went for a Sucker Punch. No, it goes for the return onto my Mawile, but you will see it does eventually go for a Sucker Punch. Not very effective, dealing some okay damage as he brings in his Garchomp. So I know the Earthquake is coming, so Garchomp actually goes for the Protect here as I went for the double target. As you're going to see, he is going to nail the Sucker Punch onto Gothorita, but just look, it might be at -1, but even if it wasn't, just look at how little damage that did. Gothorita very, very tanky, surprisingly so. So I am going to get off the Protect here. I did double target the Garchomp in case it was holding a Focus Sash, but it did protect the previous turn. So he is going to Earthquake here, but my Mawile is protecting, and he is going to take out his own Kangaskhan in the process. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And I am going to get up my Trick Room again. That did fade away the previous turn. That is really good to have Protect next to a Trick Roomer. So Garchomp is going to Protect here, but I think, yeah, I go for the Taunt onto the Rotom to stop any Will-O-Wisping. I later found out that this was a purely offensive Rotom. So he is going to go for the Hidden Power, which I think is either Hidden Power Fire or Hidden Power Ground, and it almost takes out the Mawile, but not quite. His Garchomp tries to go for a double Protect. Not going to happen as I do get off my Heal Pulse. And I am going to straight up play rough into the Garchomp, and that is going to one-hit KO it. I am going to take some rough skin damage, and it also turns out it was holding the Rocky Helmet. pulling Mawile into kill range for a hidden power from that Mawile, which it does go for. Oh dear. So that is both Mawile and Azumaril out of the game, and as you probably saw from that intro, I was rocking Gothorita and Slowbro as the other two Pokemon. So out comes Slowbro, who is not a very good special wall. He's a physical, so she is a physical wall, but she also runs Heal Pulse as well, so I am going to get the Heal Pulse off. I'm not sure why I went for the Heal Pulse onto the Slowbro when I knew it was at full health. I could have gone for the Dark Pulse to deal some damage to it, but anyway. So I go for the Heal Pulse again onto Gothorita to bring her back healthy, as I go for the Dark Pulse onto the Rotom. Slowly chipping away at its health. I do get the flinch, but my Trick Room does end. Rotom gets off the Thunderbolt, and that is going to deal a lot of damage to Slowbro, but not quite take her out, as I do go for the Heal Pulse onto my Slowbro, healing her back up, as I also went for the Trick Room on this turn. So I am going to keep my Trick Room going. Very handy to have two Trick Roomers in the same team, especially in the same battle, as you can kind of bounce their Trick Rooms around. Now I could have gone for the Slack Off here, but I honestly thought he was going to try and Dark Pulse my Gothorita, so I went for the Scald and Dark Pulse. As you can see, this is not going to work out very well for me, because he is going to go for the Thunderbolt onto Slowbro, taking her out. Poor thing goes down. So it's a pretty dire situation, as the Rotom can probably take about 2 to 3 more Dark Pulses, while I can only take 2 more. However, I do get the flinch there, and I go for a Dark Pulse again, and the RNG gods are in my favour. I get the double flinch, and my opponent does forfeit there. So that is that. So, if you liked the Gothorita I just used, I'm actually giving 10 of them away in this contest of mine, and the contest is pretty simple. I am thinking of a Pokemon. I'll give you a very brief description of the Pokemon I am thinking of, and the first 10 people to answer correctly will net themselves a Gothorita. So, the question, the Pokemon I am thinking of. The only hint you guys are getting is this. This small blue Pokemon is often blown around by the wind. If you think you know the answer, leave it in the comment section below, and the first 10 people to correctly guess will net themselves this Gothorita. It will have a nickname. It will also be level 50, and its nature is relaxed. It will have the hidden ability, Shadow Tag, and it will be holding an eviolite when you receive it. Its IVs will be maxed out in HP, Defense, Special Attack and Special Defense, and its EV spread is 6 into HP, 252 into Defense, and 252 into Special Defense. It will have Dark Pulse, Heal Pulse, Taunt, and Trick Room. Dark Pulse and Heal Pulse are egg moves, and despite the fact that Dark Pulse is a TM, it cannot be learned via TM with the Gothita line. Very strange, don't know why that is, but whatever. It would also be in a luxury ball, because I highly doubt Gothorita would settle for anything less than pure luxury. So to get yourself this Gothorita, just simply answer the contest question in the comment section below. I think I've said that like a bajillion times now. So if you liked the video, remember to like, favourite, and if you haven't already, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.